Hey, welcome back, YouTube. Welcome back, everybody, to more MSQ playthrough. We are in Dawntrail. I actually lost some of the footage. It was only about 20 minutes, but here's just a quick recap of what happened last time. We did start the side quest, the melee DPS role quest, and we were in Kugane. We met Itoka, who is a bowman, and we're trying to hunt down somebody who's been using the cocoon to transform and cause havoc. We ended up finding them in the Kugane markets, but they flew away. She tried to shoot them with a bow, she missed, they got away, and that's where we left off for that. And then real quick for MSQ, we caught up with Wuklamat with Master Ropely at Wakumeki Meki, and we let them know that Fonjontaine will be making the pot pact with the Moblins, and so we're working on the feat of pots. And then she said that she had to handle something at the palace. Just meet us at the cabins. We went to the cabins where we learned that we were being summoned at Sunperch, the palace itself. And so here we are. And I'm probably going to go through the cutscenes again, but I already know that the Dawn Servant wants to duel us, wants to fight with us. I was actually mid-fight when I lost the footage, so the game shut down. We're coming back into it now. But that's a recap of everything that you've missed that happened in the lost footage.
Forgive me this sudden summons. When I learned my daughter's champion was back in the city, I couldn't resist the opportunity. And they call me head of resolve for good reason. Old as I am, I have not lost a battle worthy of the name since the day I took the throne. And I've been craving a proper challenge. The lance wielder, Estinian, he fought well enough, but our bout was ended before a victor could be decided. Judging by the sailors' gossip, you are a warrior of renown in your homeland. Yet I wonder, with all your deeds done and victories won,
I don't know why it's taking me so long to click on the thing. I must be tired. I'm sorry.
warrior enough to stand against me?
So long as neither of us gets too carried away.
Not even the slightest hint of fear. I knew you were no pretender. The battle rages upon me. I'll stop short of killing you, of course. But expect no other mercies. Come! Ready your arms and show me the truth of the tales. Give it your all! I want to fight to remember!
Well, I'll give you something to remember.
Let's test the waters.
Taking a lot of damage.
They didn't even blink. I see you know the Viper smile.
Oh, he called it out. He said he called it out. He says we know the Viper style. That's awesome.
The spearman did not lie. Very well.
Ooh. Not down for the count. Oh.
Resolve the Risen Kingdom. All right.
He's like, I gotta do it myself. That's actually funny. That was pretty funny.
Did you think you had my measure? Take this! Still holding up? We're far from finished.
Oops. Oops. No, that side first. Oh, shit.
No more holding back. Stay alert.
If you hear a dog barking, it's on my side.
You fight well, team.
I'm ready for you this time.
Really are formidable.
The hell?
Now we'll see what you're truly made of. That will do. You've shown me more than enough.
No, 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 no. We fight to the death. I'm just kidding.
I brought my full strength to bear against opponents before, but you are the first to withstand it.
What about Estinian?
Even with my head of reason asleep, I never expected you to give me so much trouble. Estinian did not exaggerate. You are a force to be reckoned with.
I thought he said, "Oh, you know the Viper style."
Now, a confession. I said I'd crave a challenge, and that was no lie. But I had another reason for calling you here. I had to judge for myself if you were fit to attend my beloved daughter. In some respects, she is much like me. Hot-headed and prone to rush into danger. But one with your talents could readily dispatch the threats that bar Lamachi's way. Will you hear my question and answer me plainly? Address me not as the ruler of Tuliola, but a concerned father. Thank you. Then tell me, given your journey together thus far, what is your impression of Lamachi? Whether it be as third promise or just a companion on the road. Speak your mind.
Truly? She is young but has potential. Of the two, I like that answer.
Ha! A tactful response, but agreed. She is not ready for the throne. Not yet. Lamachi thinks she understands our many peoples, their histories, their cultures, their beliefs. But she knows only what she's seen in the capital. And it's not only her who concerns me. Even this early in the contest, you must have realized. As potential rulers, all four claimants are lacking. This is why I elected to hold the right of succession. Not to choose a fitting candidate, but to cultivate one. And if no one has impressed me by the end of it, then to no one will I yield my throne. As a parent, I I pray that my children rise to the occasion. With outsiders dragged into my game, I am also hopeful that the different perspectives you and your companions have to offer will inspire them to grow. I imagine you in particular have traveled many lands, know many peoples and cultures, loved them and being loved in turn. Guide Lamachi as you think best. Walk at her side and, when needed, push her to walk ahead.
I knew it. There I was, about to sit down for some of Namika's cooking, when I heard that Papa had sent for you. You were dueling behind my back, weren't you?
I see there is no point in denying it. You needn't worry, daughter. I took care not to inflict lasting injuries. You and your ally may return to the contest without disadvantage. No harm done.
I swear, just as I was learning newfound respect for my father. Let's take our leave of this battle-mad oaf before he calls on the rest of my entourage.
Watch over her, champion. Kona's recruits are no less sharp, as one might expect of Galloff's countrymen. They saw the flaws in our claimants from the outset. The other two, though, they dismiss comrades willing to point out their shortcomings, and no good can come of it.
Like he's talking about the first promise and also Kagul Jaja? Galul Jaja. If he had his way, Papa would keep dueling until the day he dies. Even now, I know of only 3 people who didn't need to be carried away after their bouts. Zoralja, your lance-wielding Fernestinian, and yourself. You really do live up to your fearsome reputation. I'm curious though, did Papa want anything else of you? Just a sparring partner. Well, if that's all it was. Got some boots. I still haven't had one bite of Namiko's food thanks to Papa's nonsense, so I'm going back to finish my plate before I head out. I've otherwise asked everyone to meet at the forward cabins. Come and join us after we've had a moment to recover, eh? Await your companions and continue with the rite of succession. Yeah. Sorry to keep everyone waiting. Is that it? You're all set to go? I left Eorzea prepared to travel in search of work, so I had few beginnings to begin with. Bidding farewell to my fellow artisans took rather a lot of time, however. Again, I appreciate you making this commitment, Fontaine. Shall we depart for Earthenshire, then? A word before you go? Look, Ivu, what are you doing here? I spend my days correcting manners, and here I am perpetuating the grave offense of delaying the third promise's departure. Please take up your axe and rend my flesh into taco meat. Must your demands be so gruesome? Besides, I told you that kind of thing doesn't bother me. Alright then, I won't let it bother me either. What was that all about? I'd come to the city to purchase supplies when I spotted your entourage getting ready to leave. You seek the City of Gold, if I'm not mistaken. That's right. It's the final step of the rite of succession. If you know anything about the subject, I'd love to hear it. Then allow me to be of service. As you know, legends of the Golden City have been passed down in Tural for 1,000 years. Yet, when it comes to describing the place itself, the stories do not always agree. Some portray it as one might expect, glittering metropolis of golden towers. Others suggest it is more unassuming and owes the name to a fabulous treasure hidden at its heart. Every telling, however, has a common thread. Those who go in search of the Golden City do not return. The lesson to be learned from this third promise is that you seek the legend is to court death. I must implore you to proceed with the utmost care. That is all I wish to say. I shall pray for your safe journey. Thank you, Ivu. What are we to make of these cautionary tales? If every expedition has ended in tragedy, how then did the Dawn Servant find the city and return without incident? It seems the legend originated with the Yakui. Speaking with them remains our strongest lead, I feel. A lead we may shall follow in time, but first let us see Fontaine safely into the Moblin's care. Meanwhile, in Kozomauka.
Finding a willing artisan was even easier than expected. Many indeed are eager to curry favor with the Resilient Sun, especially if it means sharing the promise of new territories.
Those who prove useful will have all the land they desire.
Such generous words, yet the manner in which he speaks them. If neither wealth nor territory are of value, wherefore does he seek to bring the world to heel?
Step aside. Remind me. There was no rule against poaching craftsmen from other claimants. Was there?
Do not be foolish, Bakul Chacha.
Cool, Chacha.
Foolish would be carrying on with these dull feats when all I need to win are the keystones.
And besides, it's long past time I humble this arrogant one-head. The Dawntrail may have sired you against all odds, but there is nothing blessed about your birth. Only a two-head is fit to rule. Only we are worthy. Draw your weapon! Face me in battle, and learn your place.
Oh, he's a viper.
A moment, first promise. Leave him alive, if you would. I foresee a use for this nuisance.
Too scared to make the first move? Then allow me! But he's just a runt.
My thanks for your restraint. I can kill him whenever I please. Your part in this is far from over.
I really hate this surreal jaw. The hell are you scheming, you shithead? We're back, and we've brought with us a willing potsworn. This is Fontaine, a talented goldsmith who once worked at Estemis Aesthetics in Olda. Wonderful, impressive. You are first to return, third promise. And with an artisan from across the salt, no less, we welcome you and your unique skills to Earthenshire. Helphand will show you to the workpot. This is it then. I look forward to hearing you proclaimed Dawn Servant. Thank you, Fontaine. I'll be sure not to disappoint you. You have reached the requirements of the Feat of Pots. Redrock presents your keystone with joy smiles and well-wishing. Three to go. That makes 3. Oh, more potsworn candidates. Come, tell Redrock your tales. Another feat accomplished. Another keystone acquired. Oh, you are doing well. I expected nothing less of Zoral Jan's esteemed siblings. Your cleverness in particular is most admirable, second promise. We must have you apply that Charlian knowledge you so cherish and arm Toral with weapons of Magitech design. In your role as the new Dawn Servant's chief advisor, of course. The tools of war hold no interest for me. Foreign powers will think twice about testing our strength once Tuliolal is known for its advanced technology. just as the Garlean Empire was deterred from invading Sharlayan. That may well be true, but how long will it take Duliolao to progress to this advanced state? How many years? With a collective commitment to education and hard work, it should not take so very... Your way is too slow. Easier to expand our territory and swallow Sharlayan whole. Conquer other nations through force of arms, and you're looking at a future of uprisings and bloodshed. Yours wouldn't be the first failed empire. And we keep fighting until the mounting costs convince them to lay down their weapons, till all have grown tired of loss. How would such an outcome bring anyone joy? What you propose is a mockery of peace. Bedrock is reminded of days long ago. In the time before Tululiao, there were no pot packs for the potsworn. It was normal to grab snatch artisans and force them to work for mobbies. Until the day Golul Jaja arrived, the families of the grab snatch pleaded with him, and so he came to Earthenshire. Mobbies are not a warm-make people. We feared death had come for us, but Golul Jaja wanted to talk. Be at ease. We are here to trade words, not blows. The good work crafted in this village is superb. One can tell at a glance the quality of materials used, the mastery of technique employed. Yet it does not stir the heart. A goblet shaped by bound hands and broken spirit is devoid of luster. Compare that now to the works of a joyful artisan. She pours her very soul into her creations, and they shine like the newly risen sun. Have you not seen this to be true? And so began the custom of good living. Happy potsworn make good works, and good works make mobbies happy. Golul Jaja's words were wise. Joy smiles did indeed bring fine craft and much jingly shine. So the head of reason was behind the forging of podpacks. Yes, reason and clever think changed Mobby's way of life. The first promise tires of your talk of olden days. He would rather look to the future and the next feat. Be getting on as well. But Kulchashan never did come back, did he? Do you have a moment, Third Promise? Rakarok would repay you for hand helping with Kahe. It brings a tale of the Golden City. Really? I'd love to hear it. The towers, the streets, all fashioned from gold. Everywhere you look, every splendor you can imagine. The young, the old, and everyone in between. They live in golden happiness. A city of eternal bliss, forever perched above the clouds. Everything fashioned from gold, eh? Just imagine everyone living in the golden happiness. Now that's a city I'd like to visit. Excuse me, Rakarok, where did you hear that particular tale? From our longtime Yokoi friends. They live up in the mountains in Urkopacha. The giants again. Seems everything is pointing us their way. This feat and everything leading up to it has taught me much about the Moblin way of life. I'll be sad to leave Earthenshire and your joy smiles behind. Right. We should go and see the giants next. Agreed. Golden mysteries notwithstanding, the village is featured prominently in the saga and is not to be ignored. The Urkrapacha highlands should be easy enough to reach from here. If we leave Earthenshire from the west, there's a road which leads up into the mountains. Let's find that first. The Glost-fired Bank. Looks like the trail is going to get steep from here on in. I hope everyone is ready for some climbing. Third promise. I'm glad I caught you. Red Rock asked me to bring you back to the village. She says there's something she forgot to give you. Huh? Something other than the keystone? Yes, an item of great importance or so I was told. It shouldn't take long if you would please follow me. I wonder what this is all about. Well, no need for everyone to come. I'll be back in a little while. We just wait here. This is taking quite a while. Just keep waiting for now, I suppose. Perhaps there were complications. Well, let us wait a little longer. This is getting a little ridiculous. Did she get lost on the way back to find us? But how? There's the only road. I wouldn't underestimate Wiklamat's sense of direction, or lack thereof. Fortunately, she has a link pearl. Let's see what's keeping her, shall we? She's not responding. Perhaps we should all return to Earthenshire. It was Red Rock who had business with her, yes? Well, so much for that. Nah, we're just gonna go. I was gonna teleport. We're not gonna teleport. It's right there. We can drive over. Back again so soon. We've come looking for Wiklamat. Did you not send someone to fetch her? Red Rock did not. Neither has she seen the third promise since you were last here. Then who was that man who came for her? Oh, I thought you'd already left. Where is Lamachi? Is she not with you? You don't know where she is? How could you let this happen? That thou shouldst worry for thy sister is understandable. Yet rather than assign blame, thine energies are better spent on locating her. I will help you search. This is not how I'd wish a fellow claimant to lose the contest, my sister least of all. In that case, dividing our forces will allow us to cover more ground. The MSQ and I should work together at least, the better to facilitate communication between our two groups. Then the rest of us will split up. Report in should you find anything. We'll be on our way as well. Try to keep in touch. Come, we should begin our search. I don't think it's Bakul Jaja. I think something else is going on. It could be it's Surreal Jog. He had a smile on his face when he walked away. Little punk ass. Little punk ass. If Lamachi was returning to Earthenshire from the west, then she should have passed through here. Except Redorock swears she didn't see her. In which case, 'tis entirely possible that Lamachi never made it back to the village at all. The only way to be certain is to ask the sentry station at the opposite entrance. Their third promise. Mabi has been standing at his post with diligent eye-watchings. He has seen no claimants pass this way. What of Tanawata with brightly colored hair? Mabi knows something of this one. He hears tongue flaps about a Pelu peddler and many fires who was attacked by a crazy-haired bandit on the road. A bandit, you say? Thank you. You've been most helpful. My sister is clearly not here. Though I wish it were otherwise, we must consider the possibility that the Tanawata messenger and the brigand described by the sentry are one and the same, and that Lamachi is in very real danger. Come, let us hurry to Many Fires. I'd like a word with this peddler should they still be around. Now that one we'll fast travel too. Was there something I could help you with? I'm told you were the victim of a bandit attack. Could you recount exactly what happened? My goodness, I thought I'd recognize you. I'll tell you everything I remember, second promise. It was that scoundrel, Wakesa, who ambushed me. You know the name of your attacker? There's no mistaking that hair. All my peddler friends have stories of that notorious bandit leader and his predations. Wakesa and his gang will stoop to any low for the sake of a few pel. With no fresh quarry upon coming up to the broken stairs, they've had to become more creative. Little wonder he went after Lamachi. He likely thinks to ransom her for a royal sum. I expect he'll soon make his demands, but I don't intend to wait. We'll find this villain first and deliver his deserved payment in person. What say you to a small deception? I will assume the role of a well-to-do merchant to lure Wakesa out of hiding. Then, when he comes sniffing about, we catch the little rat by the tail. I honestly like it. An excellent plan, and I have just the right garments for your disguise. At a specially discounted price, of course. A brush with bandits hasn't dampened your mercantile spirit, I see. Very well, I accept your generous deal. Now we lay the bait. I will precede you into Many Fires to make my presence known. You follow on behind, boasting to those along the way that you paid me a hefty purse in exchange for a rare gemstone or some such. If Wakesa is quite hungry as they say, Then our recently enriched peddler should be an irresistible mark. We let him strike, and then we spring our trap. Time to play our parts. Follow me. There, that's your bra fellow. Share with him how happy your imaginary deal with me has made you. Once you've put on an appropriate display, we can continue our next performance. A rare gemstone from that Hetzaro merchant, you say? I envy the profit he must have made from such a sale. Since the stairs were destroyed, I've not been able to peddle goods at my usual haunts. A good start, but I would make certain Wakesa is aware of me. Let's continue. He said, the moblin over there looks amenable to conversation. The stage is yours. I like people that just sit here and RP and stuff. I'm gonna bow to them real fast. Oh, what can Mabi do for you? You have the enthusiastic moblin's full attention. Play the role of a happy collector. Oh, they left without doing an emote back. The Hetzaro sold you a sparkle stone for your collection? Well, that explains your giant joy smiles. Mabi is happy for your happiness. Mabi is also jealous of the merchant and all the jingly shine he must have made. That should be enough, but perhaps one last act to drive it home. Do you see that cheerful Pelu? Tell him the tale of your precious gemstone and then we'll be done with this part of the charade. A passing peddler had the very gemstone you sought for your collection. That is a stroke of luck. And I'll wager the merchant was just as pleased to fill his pockets with your grateful coin, eh? Well, I'm inspired to go and earn some pel of my own. Who knows? Maybe opportunity will find me even as it found you. That son of a bitch. Ah, my most valued customer. The profit made from that single purchase of yours should see me through weeks of idle leisure. Traveling with such a fat person, no sellswords is a tempting fate, so I shall make Earthenshire my last stop and then return forthwith to Tulial. Did you see? The rat has come for a nibble. You played your part to perfection, MSQ. A man of many talents, just as Thancred and Urianger described. Now let us lure Wakesa out and spring our trap. Let's see what this looks like. I could dig it. Let us execute the final stage of the plan. I will set out towards Earthenshire alone and unarmed, the better to sell the act of a defenseless merchant. Assuming Wakesa is watching, he will likely wait for some quiet stretch of the road before accosting me. I'll be relying on you to follow closely behind, remaining hidden until the time comes to spring the trap on our bandit king. Just remember, we need him alive. I hear business has been good to you, Master Merchant. How about you share some of the profits? And by some, I mean every coin you have. You're that gemstone collector. Oh, I see what this is. We've been tricked. Spit in your eye. Men, kill these Vidrao. Slippery vermin. We'll have to interrogate his underlings instead. If you would be so kind, MSQ, pray leave them capable of speech. I was hoping to talk with your boss, but I suppose you three will have to do. Wait, that's the second promise. What do you want with us? Think I'm scared of a fancy title? I'll take your royal ears as a trophy as soon as I get free of these ropes. I know your gang is behind my sister's abduction. Tell me where she is. Eat pack of shit, salt lover. Holy what? You'll get no answers from right on. Bravo. That's right, we don't serve you. Do not play games with me. Where is Luke Mlad? Blah 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 blah. Rah! Sorry, I hate fumbling. I am fast losing patience. Talk now or die. The choice is yours. We were hired to nab the third promise, that's all. We don't know where they took her. Hired by whom? We weren't told that either. Only Wakesa knows. He's the one who took the job. Well, it seems we needed their leader after all. Once I've arranged for the Lance Guard to take custody of these criminals, I'll call on Thancred and his tracking skills. But perhaps you could pursue Wakesa in the meantime. The bandit was running in an easterly direction. Should you locate him, I suggest you shadow him rather than force a confrontation. He might lead us to where Lamachi is being held. And we will definitely go after Wakesa in the next one, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'm having fun with the voices and whatnot. I just hate fumbling over this stuff. Like, it's so easy right there in front of me, and I either be trying to go through it too quick, or I get in my head, I'm like, oh, you're doing so good, you're not fumbling it up. And then I fumble it. So, but anyways, that's neither here nor there. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.